Hey everybody, Johnny Lazer here. Last week we used the cheaper tempera paint mixed with the titanium dioxide on the glass, and it worked pretty well. Now I found that just by putting one layer of the paint on is better than two layers. When you let it dry, when you put the second layer on, the wetness of the paint actually pulls up the first layer, which is why it's probably so easy to clean. So today we're going to test that new formula on tile. And I just out of curiosity, I don't know why, but we're also going to do on this test piece here, this is my test tile. I've tested so many different types. But on this little section here, I'm going to just paint this with a white tempera paint. No titanium, nothing. Just a white paint. Let's see what happens. Alright? Now, before we get into it, we have to take our cloth and our alcohol. And what do? Clean. Clean, 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 clean. Always clean. Surface has to be spotless. That's the one thing I did find out. So, we're going to spray this on and clean it off really good. Okay, that looks good. Try not to touch it. And we're going to do it the same thing to our test piece right in this little area here. Alright. That looks pretty good. So, let us get our brush. I'm going to use this brush here. We're going to put a little bit of white tempera paint here, and we're going to test it out. Shake it up real good. Alright, we'll let that dry. Paintbrush over here. Now I'm going to grab the mixture we made last time. It was a purpley color. Right now. And we're going to put one coat on the tile. So let us do that now. Now this tile has a titanium in it and the food coloring. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. And we'll let that dry. And we'll grab a picture and we'll put it on there and we'll do the test one as well. Alright, now I'm going to go clean my paintbrushes. We'll let this dry and we'll come join me after. This will probably be a quick video, so this is just testing. Always, that's what we do. We love to test. I test so you get the knowledge and you don't have to make the mistakes like I do. I mean, believe me, I make a lot of them. Alright, we'll see you back after this all dries. I'm going to go clean these up. Alrighty, I've got the tile. It's all dried up, both of them. I've got the hexagon one in the machine right now. So let us get our photo ready. And I've picked Captain Jack Sparrow. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's grab that. Go into our image R. This is the one we're going to do right here. Alright, let's crop it a bit. Want the ship to come out nice. And of course, Captain Jack. Should we go up like this? No. There we go. That's the one we'll use. Let us resize it. Hold on here. Yeah, we're going in inches. The width is 7.5. Yeah, let's go 7.5 tall. And DPI, we'll just kick it up to 450. Good enough. Now, all I do with these photos when they're nice and clear like this, I put one automatic sharpening 2, click that on, and I go with the gamma. I like to go between 4 to 6 times higher. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You want it just a little light looking. Let's go 2 more. 6 times. That's pretty good. So let's save that. Under tiles. We will save it as Jack Sparrow. Where are you? I've already got one saved, but I'm going to overwrite it. There he is. Let's overwrite it. Okay. There we go. All right. Now let's get into our program and we'll start doing that. All right. Let's start up our program. We got the tile in the machine. We're going to do a new project. Now, we will be using the same settings as before. 50 power, 65 speed, 160 LCM. I use that all the time when I'm using titanium paint. So, let us pick up the top. Oops, pick up the top. Wrong button. Position it. We're using polygon, so and we'll end it. There we go. Now, let me just measure the polygon here. It's 7, 8. Okay. Let's pull in our picture. Over here under tiles. Download. Jack Sparrow. Now it's not all going to fit, so make it a little smaller. We want to make it as big as we can, and then we'll mask it over. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create a shape. Let's get the shape over here. The hexagon here. I know it's 8 inches across. What I'll do is I'll put it right over top, like so. Highlight it, and we're going to say create a mask. Bingo. Done. And what that's going to do is going to remove everything on the outside so we don't have to worry about lasering overlap. We're going to switch this to my glass black, which is the same thing. Let me see if I got tile in here. Tile photo. Tile photo. I got a little different. Little power's a little different. All right, we'll use that. All right. So let's frame it in. Let's frame that in again. Okay. And let's do it. We'll see how that comes out. Alright, hit start. Now because it's such a big picture, file size, it takes a while to load up. And off we go. Well, let's see what we got. Hey, that came out pretty good. Alright, we'll take it over to the tub, stick it in. Let's see, I'll show you how easy it is to clean, alright? See, meet me there. Alright, now I put the other tile in there. Now this one just has the plain blank white tempera paint. No titanium dioxide in it whatsoever. Well, it's, I don't know, just an idea. Let's pick up the top. Create a polygon. And let's bring in my logo. What the heck? There we go. We'll score it first, see what happens. Last black. Last black. Frame it in. Alright, let's see what happens. Huh. Let's try that again. This, I don't know. Let's change it to 180. Well, that was interesting. Let's see if you can see that there. Plain white tempera paint actually did do something there. Well, let's go wash it off and see what happens with that, okay? I'll show you how easy this is to wash off. Now, to show you how easy this is to wash off, we'll do the first one here, the plain one here. I'm just barely touching it. And it's washed off. Hardly anything. That's incredible. Now, let's do Jack Sparrow. Just hold them underwater a little bit. And he's all cleaned off. All right. I'm going to take some pictures and come up with my final thoughts, okay? Alrighty. See you in the other room. Paint comes off very easily. Now, it didn't come out bad. As you can see here, did not come out bad. You can see the lines from the brush going across. One of these days I'm going to have to get one of those air sprayers and try to test that out. But as of right now, I do not have the funds for that. Money's tight, as always. So that'll be a little while in the making. But other than that, it washes off in 2 seconds. Just done. Very impressed. Now, The other tile, now bright white paint does have some titanium dioxide in it because that's what gives the white paint its bright whiteness. And just by using just a plain white paint, if you can see that right, this is just the white paint right here, right underneath here. It may be a little better on the application, and because if that would work, that would be really good, because that's only $2 a jar, and trying to save us a lot of money here. So all in all, not bad. I'm going to have to refine the process of applying the solution, the titanium solution, a little better. The one coat is good, but I can see the brush marks too much. Yeah, so we'll have to work on that. I'll work on it some more. I'll give you an update, but that won't be for a while. I want to get one of those, like I said, the air sprayer. So, alrighty. But it does work on tile as well as glass. So, very interesting. Trying to save us money. I mean, $2 a bottle rather than 12. That's a big savings. 10 bucks a bottle. So, alright then. Until next time, Johnny Lazer. God bless you all. Stay safe. Be good. Love you all. Happy lasering.